All right, welcome back to the channel, and today we have a viewer's favorite PSA reveal time. If you watched my last video, I mentioned that I've been out the country for a little while, hence the lack of videos over the last few weeks. But the good thing about that is I come back to a nice big PSA reveal. We have two bulks here and something a little special in here that we'll reveal at the end. We have probably 40 plus cards to go through, so I'm not going to hang around on this one. Anyone who watched the last grading reveal video, which was quite a few people, will realize that we are aiming to keep up an outstanding hit rate, and I'm just trying to figure this out without doing an actual reveal. So let's get these cards out awkwardly as per usual. Even if we reveal what the last one is, we're not going to reveal the grades on it. And then what we'll do is we will put this on there. So that's one of the bulk submissions. And then maybe we try and do the same with this one. Get it out of the box. Let's make sure we're pulling it out from the back. There we go. You know, I try to do this off video, but I just want you to make sure you're seeing them come out the boxes originally, so there's no shenanigans going on like I was accused of in the last video by a few people in the comments. Hey, I just got some good grades. You know, that's all it is. And then maybe we just do that. I don't know which, yeah, it'd be that way around, wouldn't it? Okay. And then we'll just jump straight into it, guys. We'll just jump straight into it. So I'll try and do it correctly this time. All right, so this involves a bit of football, a bit of everything really, in this submission. This one, I recall, the Bomb Squad, I submitted a few of these because at the time there was a good return. If you did PSA 10 them, but not so much anymore. And we just revealed the grade nice and quickly there. PSA 10. Now, I'm hoping that with football season coming up, some of these quarterbacks values might come up again. You know, we've seen a bit of a lull. Speaking of quarterbacks, here is a Jaden on the base prism. And boom. Okay, so once again, guys, we've had a good start here. Let's see if we can keep it up. I'm not necessarily racing through, but I know we have quite a few to go through. So what's this one? This is a Caleb Orange Disco. Okay. Prism's hard to grade as well, as we showed in the last video. So this is kind of a little crazy again, but you know. Oh, Caitlin. So Caitlin Fireworks. I think there's quite a few Caitlin cards in this collection, in this submission, if I can get my words out. So the first one is just a Fireworks insert. Boom. Now we got 100% hit rate again. The conspiracy theorists will be out in force. Oh, we are just going to crack on and hope that our luck continues. Here's another WNBA one. This is Cameron Brink. This one feels thicker as well. I don't know why, but it's just a prism green prism, yeah. Okay, and boom. So let's not overlook the fact that we are sitting at a high hit rate again. Oh, wow. And Christian Pulisic, okay. So I may have mentioned in a previous video, maybe even in a previous grading reveal, if we had any Pulisic in that, maybe we did. You know, with the World Cup coming up, picking up Pulisic. Oh, my goodness me, guys. Look at that PSA 10. Picking up Pulisic and making sure that, you know, I've got some of them in stock for the World Cup next year. Not just him, but, you know, other soccer, as the Americans call it, players ready to go for next year. All right, what's this one? This is a silver image variation, Drake May, and we have our first 9. Boo. Boo. We don't like that. We do not like that. Okay, let's see if we can get back on track here with a Jaden. That'll be a good way to get back on track, is with a Jaden. What are we going to get on this one? Oh, the card gods punishing me now for being so confident and cocky. Oh, let's have a look. So you can see his submission is relatively mixed, and I said put a few of these in. This submission, I believe, I think I just took a flyer on them because it's kind of like a color. Well, it is a color match, obviously, so it's quite a cool card. Even though I know it's just a cheap insert, but boom, it's nice to, and they're relatively easy to gem as well, which is nice. Oh, sorry guys, I slipped, but it's another Bonix and it's another 10. All right, let's keep on going. I'm liking the hit rate so far. I'd like to keep it up. Okay, so let's just move that over a bit. All right, where are we now? Let's take a look at this. All right, so CJ. All right, I'm not 100% confident on this one. If you look at the centering, but let's see what we got. A 9, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but you know, you're submitting it and you're hoping to get a 10, but it's not exactly ideal. Okay, here he is again. Bonix on the bomb squad. All right, so at my next card show, I'm hoping that there's some Bonix people coming along who want to buy some Bonix rookies on the lower end. And then, well, Michael Penix, image variation. So Prism, this one's quite clean, quite centered. Let's see. Perfect. That's what we like to see. So as you can see, this is a lot of football. So I'm getting kind of the last of my football submissions coming back now. Bulk submissions anyway. There's probably a few more in there, but these are some of the earlier ones, like this one, for example. This is a Red Wave. I think Red Wave was Donruss Optic Preview out of the Walmart boxes, maybe? It's a PSA 10, which is perfect. Okay. Oh, here's a Jaden on the bomb squad. So mixing it up on the bomb squads. Let's see if we can keep up the 100% hit rate on the bomb squads. Nice. Like I said, these are super easy to gem. Mainly because the white back, white front, generally apart from there, you know, you're gonna, and the centering's usually quite good. Just keep an eye on top and bottom. They're cheap cards, so they're a little risky when it comes to grading because you really are going to lose your grading fee if you get a 9 on those. So you're really gambling on a 10. At the time, the upside was good. It's not really that much anymore. Okay. Oh, here's a lovely one. So this is Orange Disco, Prism, Bonix, and it's the color match. So you get a nice little premium on these. Boom. PSA 10. All right. We are chugging along at another good hit rate, guys. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, Caitlin, Fireworks again. Let's see if this one made the grade. Yes, it did. I've got lots of Caitlin in stock if you're interested. All right. If you are interested, I'll see you at the next card show, or all of these cards are for sale. So if you are interested in any specific ones before I do hit up the next card show, and you can see my face, face reveal, then just let me know. 9 on the laser for the Drake May, and you know, we can make a deal on any of these. All right, so Angel Reese, man, I must have been ripping some this must have been post Hangers or Bangers time when we were ripping lots of WNBA, and it's a 9. So yeah, that's the risk with those. You know, if you hit a 9, you're definitely losing your grading fee on a few of these. And this is a JJ McCarthy and the Red Wave. That's it, cool. All right, they're the ones we want to see gem. All right, so that was one bulk submission there. Let's have a look if we can do the maths on it. Actually, we'll just do the maths at the end between both of the bulk submissions. I don't need to be counting them. We've got a lot of cards to get through. So let's just press on. I think these are upside down. Yeah, so let me spin it round just so I don't inadvertently reveal the grades. All right, what is this? Oh, this is one we pulled out of a box. I don't know. Was it on the channel? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Sublime, which is actually a case hit, I believe, out of Prism. Not as valuable as the mangas, of course, but nice one to get a 10 on. Any Nuggets fans want to Nikola Jokic, Sublime, PSA 10. I don't think there's many of them actually graded 10. I'll have to see what the pop count is on that one. And then we have back to the football. So we got some Marv here. All right, and we have, and here we go, back in the groove, guys. Back in the groove. All right. What do we have here? Drake May on a random insert from Donruss, rated rookie insert. Yeah, they're the ones. So they're the ones you're going to lose your grading for you on. You're going to lose your ass on those ones. Yeah, but, you know, I can't complain. I mean, still getting a good hit rate. I don't know why I would have submitted that. Like, sometimes I'll get these back, like, obviously months later and be like, what? Like, this one, for example. Michael Jordan. What year is this? 1993? All right, so it's like one of these Jordan cards. It's not like a massive card, but if it grades well, you get a good return. Vintage cards are a nightmare. Bit of a flip of the coin. There you go, guys. I'm even grading 10s on vintage cards now. You know what I mean? 10s on vintage. Any Jordan fans are interested, let me know. I think there's a couple of old ones in this submission, actually. I think there's a Brady as well somewhere. But we'll see how we do on that one. All right, so more Caitlin fireworks. So these Caitlin inserts sell well, you know. Yeah, especially right now, her market's insane. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of hair. I think there's some bigger ones as well in this submission. Some orange. Oh, here we go. Speak of the devil. So this is a Caitlin Bowman U. So we see it's a numbered Caitlin. Obviously it's not Fever, but it's still a numbered Caitlin. So nice. Okay. Yeah, we like it. There's going to be a lot of Caitlin on show. A lot of Caitlin ready. Okay. And again, man, I was on a Caitlin frenzy here by the looks of it. Yeah, we get a 9 of it. We can't hit them all. We can't hit them all. Well, we're doing okay. All right, Jaden. All right, another insert. Primary colours insert. I think this is optic. Maybe it's optic preview. Oh no, who knows? But it's a 10. That's all that matters. What is this? Yeah, this come out of optic, so this must have been a very early rip of optic, because it was a bulk submission. So, as you can imagine, that one must have came through quite quick. And I've been seeing a bit of an uptick when it comes to submissions lately from PSA. Maybe the Pokemon dudes have eased off a bit on their submissions, so some of us sports card guys can get our cards through a little quicker. All right, so this is a nice one, actually. This is a numbered Brock Bowers. It is numbered to 230. Blue Wave, I believe. Yeah, Blue Wave. Nice. That's a nice one, that. That's going to be the first one that takes up pride of place back here. Okay. Let's keep on pressing on. I'm liking my pile sizes right now. I just want to make sure we can keep that one. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to talk. So this is a orange ice variation. Orange ice doesn't say it's a variation, but it is a variation. That's another monster there right now, especially with Caitlin. Yeah, we like that. We like that a lot. All right. Oh man, here's another in random insert. It must have been like in Bo Nix at this time. I think it's, you know, it's not an expensive card when it pops like that. Nice. But I just really like this insert. I think it's a really cool insert. It might not be worth a lot, but it's a nice one to get if you're a Bo Nix fan. Rookie. And PSA 10. Another PSA 10. All right, we're getting through these now. Bo Nix again. Like I said, it must have been a bit of a Bo Nix frenzy at this point. Green Wave, another Prism, another 10. We are doing okay. We are doing okay. And I don't even have the nervousness of the last submission where, you know, we're waiting on 2 monsters at the end. I do have something a little cool here that you'll like. But, you know, whatever it grades, you know. Boom, Joe Milton. Any Cowboys fans interested in a Joe Milton? Lad. Ooh, blue glitter. So this is a case hit out of Donruss. I actually pulled this one myself. I say myself. My wife actually pulled it out of a blaster. You know, didn't realise at the time it was a blue glitter, which is a case hit. So these are, I mean, I think these are probably just as rare as Downtowns. All right. Nice. Nice. Lad. I like lad. All right. What have we got? There we go. Speak of the devil again. Lad McConkey on the hollow. Nice, lad. Well done. Keeping it up. Keeping up that hit rate. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, here's another Caitlin. So this isn't ice. This is laser. Is it called laser? What did he call it? Oh, velocity. That's it. Velocity. It's called in this product. Damn you. Damn you. I think that's like a 5x, maybe more as a PSA 10, which is kind of frustrating. But we won 1 out of 2. I'll take a 50% hit rate on that. What do we have here? We have Bo Nix again on the disco, which is in the colour match. All right. Sweet. All right. Good to see. Good to see. Okay, so that pile of 10s is building up again. The conspiracy theorists will be out in force. What's this one? Bow, image variation, silver. 9. Yeah. I don't think I've gemmed one of these Brock Bowers, sorry, image variations. Being my nemesis, maybe that's my nemesis. Maybe I need to pick some up and see if I can get them gemmed, even though it's a bit late to be buying football. All right, speaking of rookies, here's another Marv. Let's see how this one did. Nice. So that's an image variation that we managed to gem twice. What is this one? Oh, Brady. So this isn't a rookie. This is like a, what is this? 2003 draft picks. All right. Wow, that one came out of left field. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that card. Okay, PSA are just going to PSA you, I guess. But a 6 is wild. I'll take a closer look at that later, but that's one they just throw it in. All right, so anyway, pretty good. I would say that's pretty damn good. Once again, 10s versus 9s. There's no 8s. There's one rogue 6 in there, which I don't know why. But yeah, that's pretty good submission again. And the icing on the cake is what we have in here, which is a little bit of fun. And as you can see, it's a big box, which means, but there's only one card in it. What type of card is it? It's a jumbo. So let me get it out. try not to reveal. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Okay, so can I pull it out of there? Oh my God, how am I going to do this? This is wild. All right, how am I going to do this? All right, I haven't prepared a knife or anything. There we go. All right, you can see what it is. You can see what that is. So, our last reveal, the pinnacle of our last reveal, was a Jaden Daniels Downtown. So let's go one better than that and get a huge Jaden Daniels Downtown and grade it. So these Jaden Daniels Downtowns, these, for anyone who doesn't know, these come out of the Costco boxes. So they had like a box topper kind of thing with a guaranteed jumbo downtown in there. I think it was the same downtown print run as just normal Domros with the same downtowns. But yeah, the Jadens are still selling really well as a PSA 10, but as you can imagine, PSA 10s are a nightmare to get. So without further ado, let's see what we got. Boom. Wow, that is sweet. Our Jaden look continues. PSA 10, huge jumbo downtown. That is a very niche product, I guess. So if anyone's interested in one of them, please let me know. With regards to our submission, I'd say we're probably 80% plus again, if I'm being generous. I mean, where do we go? Let me count down. Let me try and do some maths on the go, or math, as the Americans say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, 10, what is it, 20. There's 10, there's 20. Oh, really knocked the camera over there. There's 10, there's 20, and what's that, like 27, 28, 30, 31. I'm not even going to count that break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 31, 3, it's 70% plus, isn't it? Yeah, something like that, 70 to 80%, which is great. I mean, that is really good if you think about all of the nice 10s that we have there versus this little pile here, which isn't. Some of our bigger ones hit. I think the only big one that I would have liked a 10 on would have been that one, and that would have really gave me a massive ROI, and maybe that one as well. The rest of them went that high end, a couple of inserts, a couple of maybe $30, $40 cards. So yeah, all in all, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It isn't the God submission that it was last time, but it's still a pretty solid submission. So thank you for joining me. Like I say, all my reveals are going to be done on video moving forward because we seem to be getting consistently good luck. All of these cards are available. So if you're interested in anything, just send me a DM on Instagram. It's probably the best place to get me. And yeah, thank you for joining us. I will be putting out some more instructional videos. I think one came out a couple of days ago around inspection. I think we'll be moving on to like cleaning the cards, getting them prepped, all that kind of stuff. That'll be the next video that comes out. And yeah, maybe a couple of rips here and there if we get some decent product. Retail's a bit dead right now. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Nice PSA reveal, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.